guys, today we're going to talk about my favorite bass rig for under $400. That's right, it's a Fender SS, or should I say Squier SS Jaguar bass, which stands for short scale, and the Fender Rumble 40. And both combined are under $400. So let me explain real quick why I picked this bass. I've owned this bass for quite some time now, and there's a couple things that I really like about it. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in silver, black, and red. It has a P and a J pickup, so here's your J and here's your P, with passive control, super easy, just 2 volumes and a tone. It has a very nice fit and finish feel. It feels like a much more expensive bass. The shorter scale gives you a lot of advantages. 1, if you're a smaller player. 2, if you're a guitar player and you're trying to play bass, it doesn't feel as bad to do those crazy stretches. The other thing about it is short scale basses, when done right, have an amazing sound. And so one of the things that you get from that is you get this more mid-rangey, tighter bass note, which is great. It makes it a little easier to record. And more importantly, your G string has more of a mid-range and less of a bright sound. So when you snap on it, it feels more defined. Plus you can do chords. Now, more importantly, the bass amp. As you can see here, I have a Phil Jones Cub, which is about a $600 little practice amp. It's a really nice practice amp, and I actually prefer my Rumble most of the time. I'll plug into this. So let's talk about the Rumble 40. It's a 1 10-inch speaker combo amp made of Akume, and if you're not familiar, you might remember when Fender owned SWR amps, they had a series called Go-Lite, G-O-L-I-T-E, and Marcus Miller endorsed it, and it was made of the same wood, which is really hard and super light. This bass amp feels like it weighs less than this bass. It doesn't. It weighs probably about 25 pounds, but it feels like 5 or 6. So it's a super light bass amp. Now let's go over some feature sets. Check them out right there. You're going to have your master control. You're going to have bass, 2-band EQ for the mids, which really lets you scoop in or out those mids and really tighten up the bass sound. You get a high control. You get an overdrive channel with, you can buy an optional foot switch to switch that in. And then of course, you get the gain control, which is how much input. But more importantly, there are these 3 little buttons. You see them right there? And what I like about that is we'll kind of go with this real quick. They're all disengaged right now. And what's nice is you can engage 1, 2, or all 3, or all kinds of combinations to get different sounds. So if I hit a low note, that's a low note. It's just kind of lifeless right now. If we hit vintage, it'll definitely give me the lower tones. It'll kind of beef it up. Not so much bass, but fullness. Now, more importantly, we'll disengage that and we'll go to the contour. Now, the contour is going to dig in and give you more mids. And what's nice about that is you get that really kind of hard punk rock kind of... I always attach that sound with that really aggressive flea sound. What's nice is you can now engage that vintage tone if you wanted to, hit that in there, and you get both, and now you're going to get a fuller version of that. Let's add that bright control. Now we have all 3 engaged now. Same riff, you get that. Again, you can hit any combination. Let's take that mid control out, that contour switch. Now we just got lows and highs. And to me, that's the old kind of... Okay, so as you can see, very versatile for an amp that's $199. It has a DI out, which is XLR, and it has a ground lift. It has an auxiliary in, of course, like all modern amps today, where you can plug in your MP3 player or your CD player or whatever you want to play along with. It has a headphone out for late night playing. Let's go over this overdrive channel, shall we? The overdrive channel basically is 2 controls, and let's look at them. You have a level and a drive. Push the button. Again, this is foot switchable. I don't see the need to put the drive more than halfway. I have it a little bit right on the halfway mark. overall overall, though, you can see it just has a lot of tone and power. It's a great combination. You can play it for small gigs. You can play it for big gigs because you can line out with this thing. It has tons of advantages with having the shorter scale. It's just an amazing bass, and I really, really like it. I've had it to my collection a long time ago, same with the amp, and I have no issues with it. In fact, I don't even think this one had fret sprout or anything, right? And most of the ones I've countered have been pretty good to go right out of the box. But again, for $190, you might cut up a couple issues here and there. But again, you can't beat this. It's just a great bass. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. I make videos every week and it'll let you know as soon as they're up. Don't forget we sell t-shirts. It's a great way to support the channel, plus look cool, and if you send a picture, we'll put it on the intro and the outros of the videos. As always, thank you for your time. Know your gear.